away the opportunity. Comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn, there's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White. The Falcons nail another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
there's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
there's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
there's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
there's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
there's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. away the opportunity. Comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boys back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
And we welcome you inside the broadcast booth in another edition of Cranston West Falcons Soccer as they take on the North Kingstown Skippers tonight here from the Nest at Cranston West. Matt Jolis with the broadcast booth with you on Fans Only Sports Network. Thank you so much for tuning in as the Skippers quickly with a shot attempt and an early save by Oceana Orlandi in net tonight for the Falcons. That'll be Sidney Allen on the opposite side for North Kingstown. It's going to go on the back line as it's tapped by Jacqueline Blair. Skipper's trying to cross and getting pushed out of play. It was a 24 of Emily Webb. She was challenged there from the 11 of Alexis Rohrbach. For Torres, she'll tap that one back for Orlandi. Ball forward for Marcis. They work with Webb on the corner, and it's tapped off of the foot of Rohrbach. A Falcons throw. Turned by Webb. That one will be sent back through the middle. Costa tries to work it. For the Falcons, cross-field switch. They go to Fitzgerald. And Fitzgerald's able to clear that one back in the middle of the field. Ping-ponging off of a couple of different players. It finally goes out of play. They're going to call it off of North Kingstown. The 9 of Valerie Clare. A Falcons throw in. And that one again immediately just kicked out of play. And once again, so the Falcons have moved 15 yards just on balls getting bumped out of play. Good throw in down in the byline area. And he'll get sent out again, trying to get onto the 4 of Sarah Perot. Inside, an opportunity for a moment as it landed onto the body of the 11 of Sarah Pimentel for Caitlin Blanchette. Blanchette left it for Webb. And Webb's going to get called for shoving down the Skippers player as Webb went body to body with the 17 of Van Gordon. Good ball that gets sent all the way across the opposite side of the field and just shepherded out of play by Blanchette, allows the defense to get back. Turning ball for the Skippers. They're just going to let it go to the byline, to the touchline. And a throw in from Tober. Tober again, another throw in as she tries to get that one down the line, trying to get in the alley there for Rohrbach. Taken away by the Falcons. A cross ball from Menendez. And out to the other side. Comes back for Eau Claire. Through the middle for Cambio. On the outside, that's moved along by the 4 of Madison O'Connor. Throw in for the Falcons. And it's out just on the opposite side of midfield, so they'll go again. To that first 5 gone by in a half, and what the coaches always preach about. First 5 minutes of a half, last 5 minutes of a half. Have to play the strongest during those times. Cambio through the center. Releases that one on the outside for O'Connor as they try to push that one up into the final third. Fitzgerald smartly takes it out of play. Throw in from the Skippers. Chased defensively by the Falcons. Taya Marces trying to get a foot on it. And it's pushed out of play, and it's going to be a Falcons throw in. Skippers looking to turn. Shot and a save by Orlandi. Good kick by Orlandi, bounces through the center all the way back at midfield. Taken again. And out of play for the 12 of Tober. Continued along by Cambio. And out of play, and that's going to be a Falcons ball. Getting pushed from behind was Webb, and this time it's going to be the 12 of Tober guilty of the push, and it's going to be a Falcons free kick. Rhode Island High School Sports on Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by the Perino team. Visit perinoproperties.com for more information. Mention Fans Only Sports Network, and you can receive a $500 credit towards buying or selling a home. By Joseph Lammy, attorney at law, 696 Reservoir Avenue in Cranston, Rhode Island. Visit josephlamy.com for more information. By RR Elite Recruits with access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. For athletes looking to play at the next level, be seen by being a part of rreliterecruits.com. Getting pushed down just outside of the box. And a little slow to get up. Looks to be the 17 of Van Gordon.
Yep, perfect. Just kind of like that yellow line should be the bottom of your screen.
So it's going to be a free kick for the Falcons to restart play. Slotted forward for the 17 of Van Gordon. Back once again for Costa, and she sent that one wide. Right in front of Fitzgerald goes the 5 of Bishop. No high kick called by the referee. Webb takes that one away from two different Kingstown players. It slots over. And then a dispossession from Fitzgerald on the opposite side. Smart play defensively looking for Pimentel, and they're going to call offside. So Sarah Pimentel gets called for the offside, and we'll send the ball back to the North Kingstown Skippers. For the 5 of Bishop. Taken away for a second. And the Falcons are able to move that one upfield. (19) as Taya Marcis, who had the good defensive play. Tober with the throw. Bachner. Cross for Fitzgerald. They're going to say off of the Skippers. Throwing. Evaded Marcis in the center. For Pimentel on a run, and that one will go off and the 7 of Blair out of play on the Skippers. We're going to get a Falcons throw. They're going to bring Caitlin Blanchette down for the deep throw. Webb tied up with the Skippers player comes to the better of it as she beat Rohrbach. Long distance from Bachner. Will not go through. We are game 3 of 3 on the day here on Fans Only Sports Network. Cranston East boys soccer in action against Smithfield. Cranston East girls volleyball is in action against West Warwick. And we are here at the Nest, Cranston West girls soccer against the North Kingstown Skippers. A bit of a revenge game for West. They lost in penalty kicks during the playoffs last year to North Kingstown. A win during the regular season would certainly be a sweet bit of revenge to that game and set the Falcons up for potential good spot in the coming playoffs. Just a couple of weeks until we're going to hit the end of the season and we'll have that state playoff tournament. Far side touchline. A good clearance ball. And it come to midfield. That'll be moved along from Blanchette. Looking for Harper Cone. Slide play there by Costa. Moved the ball forward, and then a defensive play between Perot And a skipper's forward went indifferently. I think they're going to give the skippers the kick. So Perot will get called for the obstruction, and Madison O'Connor will take the kick. Perot took down the 10 of Isabella Cambio. O'Connor in the box. Orlandi comes out and is able to scoop that one up. Good high boot from Orlandi. Will bounce at midfield. Pimentel was coming up to get it. Heads off of a couple of players. Cone had a stack at it. Opposite side. Moved along by the 18 of Menendez. Out of play. Blanchette for a throw. Over top of Webb. Cambio. Far side for O'Connor. She goes through the center. Had to backtrack, dumped it off for Bishop. This one will squib through and be easily contained by Orlandi. .26 and change left to go here in the first half. We thank you for tuning in this evening on Fans Only Sports Network. Your home for Cranston West Falcons Stadium and Arena Sports. Just go to fansonlysports.com/Cranston West. Bookmark that page and you can find all of your favorite Falcons matches. Big football game coming this weekend. The Falcons take on Bishop Hendricken. Friday night, we'll have that game for you right here on Fans Only Sports Network. They have moved the game to Cranston Stadium to allow for larger capacity. So it is still a West home game in all intents and purposes and still in the city of Cranston. They're going to play the game at Cranston Stadium for larger capacity. Skippers trying to slot that one through to Bishop. Bishop will get called for offside. The arm is up from the referee. And it's going to be a Falcons kick. Midfield. Continued along by the Falcons. Webb. For the 20 of Harper Cone. Slotted that one across. She was looking for Menendez. And a ball that will just scoot back. And Allen will clear it away. Gets as far as midfield. Good offensive containment from the middies for West. Coming across to that one was Blanchette. And it bounces off of her. Throw in for Abigail Tober. Bring your angle down on the camera. Yep. So just have that yellow line kind of like be the bottom. Always be able to see that yellow line. We're good. Back through the middle for North Kingstown. This one's going to go across for Sarah Perot to try to turn the alley, and she was immediately met by two white jerseys. For the 11 of Rohrbach. Pushed away by Cone. Perot on the outside will turn that one. And it came back off of a North Kingstown defender. Good overlapping ball for Pimentel. They're going to call the offside. All right. Free kick coming for North Kingstown. They're going to go short start instead, attacked by Harper Cone. Good defensive play for the Falcons. Cambio. And North Kingstown whistled for offside. A couple of youngsters in net. Sydney Allen for North Kingstown, just a junior. She'll be back next year, obviously. And then Oceano Orlandi for Cranston West, a sophomore. She's still got 2 more seasons here at the Nest. Cross. And did not get all the way to Webb. North Kingstown with Bishop through the middle. Falcons back 4 has not allowed much to get through them. They are dispossessing Skipper's players before they reach the 18. A ball out of play will be a Skipper's throw. We're just shy of the midway point in this first half. For Pimentel. Leading pass immediately booted away by the Skipper's defense. Torres, way over top, will be chased back and turned away by Martone. Middle of the field for Cambio. Again, trying to go outside for Webb in that outside alley. And Tober was there to block that one away. Overlap play as they're looking for Casey Chen. Orlandi scooped it up. So halfway gone by in this first half. No score between the Falcons and the Skippers. A game that has a lot of meaning for the Falcons just in terms of placement in the season and a little bit of heart and motivation. They were knocked out of the playoffs last year against the Skippers. They want this little bit of revenge. It happened on this same field in penalty kicks during the playoffs. And a ball that is cleared out of play will be a very deep throw in for the Skippers, as Jordan Costa sent that one across the touchline. Substitutions. And a ball that is spun up into the air, has a little bit of backspin to it. It's going to go out of play. And we're going to have a very, very deep throw in for the Skippers. That's about 2 yards from the byline. To the box. Cone was able to block it down for the Falcons. 50-50 ball up high. Blanchette for Webb, and it's going to go in front of Webb, so a throw in for Tober and the Skippers. Back through to the center. And it's kicked away by Costa. Third throw in for Tober. Orlandi will jump up and grab that one after the kick from Van Gordon. Tober continues to try to clear, make sure that she can not allow a ball go past midfield. Zoe Smith. Harper Cone tries to go for it as it ping-pongs around. It's pushed 22 of Elizabeth McCrell. Overlapping ball for Pimentel. Dangerous play. And Sydney Allen came out to kick it away. That ball was open and free and outside of the 18. Falcons throw and immediately pushed out by two different Skippers players, and it's going to go for another Falcons throw. That one will go off of a 3 of Stalia Biase and will be a Skipper's throw instead. Cohen intercepts that one at midfield, switches out for Webb on the outside touchline. Drop back for Blanchette. And back to Webb. Webb will try to work the near side touchline alley, and it's just going to be pushed out by Tober. Falcons throw. And they're going to say they threw the ball before the referee signaled. We'll go again. Off of the touchline. And another throw in for Blanchette. Third throw in. Blanchette, Webb. Webb getting pushed around. Back to Blanchette. She's going to send this one out, and it's going to be a Skipper's throw instead. Skipper's throw goes to Van Gordon. Biasi, far side, dispossessed that one from Martone. Stalia Biasi on the opposite side touchline, and Martone did not. They're going to say Biasi pushed it out. Behind the back, and the Skippers player pushed down, so free kick coming for the Skippers. And again, free kick to the Falcons on an offside. So Skipper's trying to break that fast break on a high press. And it's a Falcons kick. Good boot. Back through midfield. Taken by the Skippers, cleared down the alleyway. Opportunity across the byline. If the ball stays in, it is saved by Bishop. Right there for Casey Chin, and the Falcons push it out. A long distance throw to come. We'll try to see if they can. No, they're going to go check down. All right. And that one's going to go back to the Falcons. See, a lot of times teams try to get inside of the box, inside the mixer area when you're down that far. And North Kingstown elected to go for the check down throw. It didn't work to their advantage. It was back through the middle. Dispossession play and pushed out for Webb. Webb has an opportunity to take a run down the touchline. And she will be pushed out by Tober. Webb, check throw right through the middle. Approaching on that was Zoe Smith. For Webb to take the throw in. Blanchette was coming up to be an option. Zoe Smith breaks to the corner. Off of Tober. Blanchette will take the throw this time. To the feet of Webb, right at the touchline, kicked away. For the 19 of Taya Marcis. Pushed back and tried to be turned by Van Gordon. Getting tripped up. And then trying to go back on the overlap was Bishop. They say Falcons throw off Bishop. Blanchette put that one over top of the head of Smith. Webb will get that one. Nope, she'll actually drop for Blanchette. For Pimentel. Off of Pimentel, moved by Tober, back for Zoe Smith. Saved by Taya Marcis right at the line. And then Marcis is dispossessed. Carried by the Skippers. And an errant pass from Bishop to the 22 of McCrell. Smith pushed a little, and then Smith runs into her own teammate in Blanchette. And North Kingstown an opportunity to move the ball. Good save in the stopper sweeper position as North Kingstown was trying to do an overlap for Pimentel. If she can get away from the 7 of Blair, and instead it's just kicked away by the Skippers. Strong play from the Falcons offensively. And they're going to get substitutions, and one of them will be Blanchette. So we'll hold for a minute. Gabriella DiFilippo will come in for the throw. DiFilippo looking for Smith. Taya Mars has had it for Pimentel for a moment. Pushed along by Fitzgerald. Pimentel can take a run. She was an option through the center. There too was Biasi on the outside. Falcons throw with 10 left to go here in the first half. A long ball that's booted back to the center of the field. And a whistle for an obstruction called in a free kick to North Kingstown. 12 is Abigail Tober. She's going to boot this one away for the Skippers. Tober got that one to the back line. Falcons still trying to clear this one away. Long distance, and Orlandi has it lined right up. Good boot from Orlandi. Came right back to Smith in the midfield. And a collision between two players. One, the 10 of Isabella Cambio, and the other looks to be the 17 of Bryn Bachner. And they're going to say free kick to the Skippers. So Bachner is going to get called for the foul. He goes short. Tober then tries to slot it through. Turn play onside. No. Arm immediately up for the referee, and it certainly from our broadcast position looked like there were 2 or 3 different players offside. They're going to call officially Casey Chin for the offside. So 8 and change left to go, and a free kick for the Falcons. Costa boots this one. Webb on the outside. Picks up DiFilippo. Tried to overlap back to Webb. And out of play. They call the throw, and then she threw too quickly. They were allowing substitutions to come in. Zoe Smith exited for the Falcons. For Pimentel. That's a free ball still. And it's going to end up getting kicked away. It's going to go off of Webb. Deflection from the North Kingstown player off of Webb's leg. And it's going to be a skipper's throw. But Pimentel was very close to having Sidney Allen beat. For Torres. Far side as they were looking for Menendez. On the backside line, Costa, and she can't turn, so she's just going to send this one up and over the fences. 6.5 left to go here in this first half. Rhode Island High School Girls Soccer on Fans Louis Sports Network is brought to you by Piva Realty, the Perino Properties team, Joseph Blamey, attorney at law, and RREliteRecruits.com. Good defensive play opportunity for the Falcons. If they can get this one over for Pimentel, it will be taken defensively by Blair. Falcons still trying to move with this. Pimentel slots past Blair. She was looking to put Menendez on a run. Out of the byline. And will be just out of play for DiFilippo. Bouncing ball scooped by Allen. Long distance through the middle, tapped for a moment by Webb. Falcons' midfield defense has been a thorn in the side of the Skippers. Every single time they've tried to go long distance over top, they've been called off sides, or they've had to shoot from very long distance that Orlandi has been able to line up before it even got to her. Another ball out of play and another Falcons throw. This one is going to be a game of inches. Whoever gets an inch more than the other team on a overlapping ball may actually get the goal. This game may go down as a 1-0 game, and there is no overtime in regular season soccer in high school. They removed that rule after last season. Matches with the NCAA rule change as well, too. No overtimes in regular season in the NCAA anymore as well. And there is no overtime in regular season in pro, and it hasn't been that way in pro and international for decades. So this brings the high school game in line with the rest of women's soccer throughout the world. Still short of the 90-minute mark, playing 40-minute halves instead of the 45s. That one will be toe-to-toe between the 23 of Rory Ennis and look to be the 11 of Sarah Pimentel over there in the corner, along with Bachner perhaps. A couple of players involved in that play. Just past DiFilippo. Tober will take the throw. Tober got that one onto the head of her teammate Van Gordon, pushed over, and again that back line for Cranston West, booting a ball away. Jordan Costa has been key. A long distance one again that Orlandi has lined up, and she'll make the catch. 2.5 left to go here in this first half. Cambio tried to slot one through for Bishop. Kicked away by the Falcons. DiFilippo is going to come up with this one for Webb. And it will scoot just past Webb. And Tober will have as many throws possibly in this first half as there's been minutes played. We've reached the 2 minutes to go mark. In the hands of the referees for official time. Costa, that one got thumped by Bishop right as Costa was going to try to kick. And Orlandi was already shaded over to that side, easily able to pick it up. Controlled by the 9 in white of Valerie Claire. Just past Webb. They're going to say it was off of McCrell. Webb gets it through. Marcis tries to go over top for Pimentel. Webb's going to come up and battle against Tober. Tober is going to kick that one away. Back for DiFilippo. Marcis battles against Bishop. Pushed to the opposite far side as NK tries to continue down again. Long distance shot, no options available, and it gets scooped by Orlandi. Orlandi kicked that one away, goes off of the head of McCrell. DiFilippo sliding down and able to continue the play was Harper Cone. Stab at it there by the 17 of Van Gordon. Costa's got to be super careful. Costa comes back. Long distance shot from Bishop, and that one went just wide, and that'll take us to the half. We're through one. It's 0-0 after one. You're watching Rhode Island High School Girls Soccer on Fans Only Sports Network.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and they score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and they score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and they score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and they score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and they score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and they score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
We welcome you back to the second half, and apologies on a little bit of a technical difficulty. We got that all sorted away, and 0-0 at the half between the Cranston West Falcons and the North Kingstown Skippers. These two teams battled each other in the playoffs last year, and the Skippers ended up walking out of the nest with a penalty kick victory. Now, interestingly, in the playoffs, a penalty kick victory goes into the record books as a tie. So, in actuality, the Falcons tied their final game of the season last year, but the Skippers ended up advancing in the playoffs. Valerie Auclair works that one through the midfield, kicked away by the 17 of Bryn Bachner. Sydney Allen in net tonight for the North Kingstown Skippers. Oceana Orlandi for the Cranston West Falcons. We thank you for tuning in this evening here on Fans Only Sports Network. That one will get booted all the way back into the back line for the Falcons. Jordan Costa has shuffled over to left side defense. We'll see her, however, on that shift play end up back in the center as Torres. Fitzgerald drops back to make the fourth. So it's going to be Torres, Fitzgerald, Costa. And the 15 of DiFilippo. As DiFilippo comes up through the midfield. Bachner and Taya Marcis patrol the mid, and they're going to try to hopefully get Sarah Pimentel off for a run. Had a couple of good overlaps to her during the first half. Skippers trying to turn again, pulled away to Pimentel. She's going to have to turn outside on her own. Sarah Pimentel is going to get an overlap run, this time on the opposite side. That might be Emily Webb, and it was Webb trying to go off to the races, and the Skippers had to kick it away. Pimentel had nowhere to go. She had 3 white jerseys on her. Turned for an overlap to Emily Webb. Side of the 10 gone by here in the second half of play. The 23 of Roy Ennis. And a push from behind, and wanting a card, perhaps, was Van Gordon. And I think they're going to have a chat with Fitzgerald. And now they're going to just tell Van Gordon and Fitzgerald to both knock it off. Coming right through the middle. Perot is going to turn that one outside of the byline. We're going to get our first corner kick of the game from either side. It's going to come with 30 left to go. And Skippers from the corner. Low ball. And will be easily scooped up by Orlandi. Long boot from Orlandi back through into the middle. And out of play off the side of the Skipper's bench. They're waiting for substitutions to be completed. Kalen Blanchette will come back in for the Falcons. Again out of play. Saw the Skippers do this in the first half. They will just head any ball out of play. Falcons will gain 15, 20 yards just on the Skippers heading balls out of play. They're going to call the obstruction on the Falcons. Free kick for the Skippers. Look for this second half to be tightly called by the referees. Especially in a scoreless game. One goal may be the difference tonight. Getting the deflection near side was Biasi. Now Biasi takes the throw in off of her, and Martone. Strike from the 10 of Cambio. Turns back once again. Orlandi's going to have to come out. It's going to get kicked away first by DiFilippo. Standing right on the doorstep was Elizabeth Bishop. Long distance throw. Trying to go inside the 18 and turn that one. They cannot. Biasi's going to get it right before the touchline. Good pushback for Martone. Tries to re-enter it. Shot from distance from the 8 of Chen. Orlandi went to ground to scoop that one up. 50-50 ball available at midfield. Tayamarsis off of the 19. My apologies, that might actually be the 13. There is no 19 on their roster. The 13 of Olivia Conley. And Falcons again advancing forward. Blanchette for Biasi, right in between two white jerseys. No call from the referees. Biasi got pushed from behind by Martone. And another Falcons player taken down right in the center, and still no call from the referees. Biasi at the touchline. That one kicked right into her chest. Martone will have the throw. Getting shoved to the ground. No call from the referees. They're going to call Skipper's ball as Taya Marcis got taken down. And now Marcis has words. And they're going to bring together both Marcis and the 17 of Van Gordon and have a chat.
He didn't signal to. Sometimes they'll do that. They'll just want to have a... Yeah.
So a throw in. That can be moved along. Harper Cone. For Biasi, good ball from Pimentel. Stali Biasi right across, and an opportunity that got kicked away. Biasi still has it, and it bounces over top of Pimentel. Bachner is going to come up. Opportunity for her. Marcis takes a strike. That one goes wide. They want the corner kick called. They're not going to get it. Falcons just had maybe the best sequence of the evening from either side. And that's going to certainly shake the Skipper's core. For the 4 of Sarah Perot for a moment. Perot trying to go battle with the Skipper's players and pull that off of her foot. Had 3 Skipper's players Perot was fighting against. getting thrown down, and now they're going to call it to the Skippers. We'll take my rule book and throw it out the window because somehow, some way, the Falcons was the player who got thrown down to the ground, and they call the ball for the Skippers instead. And it looked to be Marcis that got dumped on it. Pretty evident when you have a player in red go vertical and then ends up horizontal on the ground with a Skippers player undercutting him. Should be ball Falcons. And the noise level inside of this nest picking up heavily. That's going to be Pimentel. What a turn by Sarah Pimentel. Good ball for Biasi. It's going to scoot just a little bit past her. And be scooped up by Allen. There's Sarah Pimentel challenging right away. And this game is starting to get chippy as Biasi gets shoved down, and now we're finally going to get a call. Only took about 4 times. And they're going to bring Jordan Costa, who has a good foot, a center back sweeper type player. Costa from about 40 out can send this one into the mixer. Good ball from Costa, bounces right in front, turning shot, and that one went just wide to the right side of the net on the turn. A good deflection from Marcis for Pimentel. Allen kicks that one away. Outside of the far side touchline. Substitutions for North Kingstown. With 20 left to go here in regulation. Now halfway through this second half. Allen will scoop that one up. Back to midfield. Skippers trying to move quickly. Deflects off of a couple of forwards right at the line. Can go back through the center. Getting a little shove from the backside was Zoe Smith. Gotta be careful. Do not want to have anybody picking up a card at a late stage in this game. A kick right from just inside the touchline for Pimentel, and she almost got a boot to that one. All the way back to midfield. Martone tries to push it forward for the Skippers. Back to Martone once again. Overlapping ball will be just chased out of play by Blanchette for the Falcons to throw. And she completely missed that one. It happens to everyone. So they're going to give the Skippers the ball at the spot where Blanchette had an errant throw. And a 6 to come. That one went right through. Smart play by Torres to just shepherd it to the byline. Good boot. Bachner. Switches on the outside for DiFilippo. Back for Bachner. Bachner slots that one through. Pimentel has a run. It will be pushed aside by the Skipper's back line. They know what she's capable of. And they'll hold up again on substitutions. It looks like Caitlin Blanchette's going to exit. They're going to bring in the 14 of Molly Fitzgerald. Another throw in for DiFilippo from the far side touchline. DiFilippo, Pimentel. Looking for Pimentel to try to turn. Coming through was Harper Cone. That one stays in. Carefully, here goes Elizabeth Bishop. Bishop continues to move it. Kicks back. Van Gordon had an opportunity. Crossing ball will go well wide from Bishop out of play. And a 6 for the Falcons. $17 and change left to go here in the second. Reminder, no overtime anymore in high school soccer during the regular season. This game ends in a tie. It ends in a tie. That one's going to be a Falcons ball as it pinged off of the 7 of Jacqueline Blair. Fitzgerald to throw, and substitutions for both sides. Or no, there's Skipper is changing formation. Falcons are going to substitute. So Biasi exits. Webb re-enters. Fitzgerald. Van Gordon with a run. Van Gordon has Bishop to her side. It slots across Bishop and can be turned out. Comes right back again for the 22 of McCrell and turned out again by the Falcons defense. Jordan Costa on the far side making a stop for the Falcons. Perot to throw. Off of Cambio. Perot goes to the touchline. DiFilippo will pick this one up. DiFilippo has Perot as the check down. Goes over top of her. Bounces in the center. Torres gets her leg up to kick that one off the line, and then DiFilippo pushes it aside. Great play by Ariana Torres. For the 11 of Sarah Pimentel, Emily Webb, and that one was a leading pass that had just a little bit too much lead on it. Comes back once again for Martone. Off of Cambio as it went. Deflecting off of Fitzgerald. Webb goes down. Martone to throw. Webb pushed by Madison O'Connor for a moment. Orlandi scoops that one up. We'll send this one to middle. Off of Smith. Smith battles with Bishop. Sent across. DiFilippo will get to it right before the byline and make sure it gets pushed out a little bit further. Skippers with a throw inside of the 18. That one's headed out. Right back again. Tober's going to throw for a second time. Pimentel, she's onside. We'll probably need a little bit of, oh no, Sarah Pimentel instead beats. Has that one and it goes wide. And she knows it. She should have taken one more step. She had her hands to her head as soon as she kicked it. Off of Emily Webb for the Skippers to throw. Falcons have tried to exploit the NK back line. They've done it twice so far this half. That was dangerously close to being the one they need. We said it in the onset. This is probably going to be a one-goal game if we even have a goal. 13 to go in regulation. It will bounce for the Falcons to try to move through the midfield. This one's going to come all the way back. Orlandi will scoop this one up. She'll have a chance to punt. Orlandi from the 18 for Zoe Smith. Cross ball to O'Connor. Trying to go on the overlap. Orlandi's going to come out and push that one away. Smart play by Oceano Orlandi. Martone with the throw-in. Turn back. That little kickback heel flick from Pimentel once again. Pimentel trying to get to Zoe Smith. Smith tries to get it back. And it's kicked away. Valerie Auclair standing tall on that defensive line for the Skippers. Auclair, a junior, so crucial for the Skippers team during their playoff run last season on that back line. Tober, Van Gordon, Martone, Chen Rohrbach, the seniors on this team. But it's been players like Valerie Auclair, Isabella Cambio, who have really been integral for this Skipper side. Here is the aforementioned Auclair. Taps that one over for Martone, out of play. Falcons throw. Fitzgerald will walk it back to the referee's spot. Headed by O'Connor. Comes up. That's going to stay inside the touchline. Pimentel has it. Sarah Pimentel, two Skippers players on her, has to dance around the 18 of Martone. Slide across for Zoe Smith, and she was a step off. Pimentel had that lined up for Zoe Smith, the sophomore midi. Harper Cone for the 22 in white of Elizabeth McCrell. Out of play on the byline, and they're going to say 6. $10 left to go. The witching hour is coming. If someone's going to get a goal, it's going to be soon. Falcons to kick from 6. Auclair. Looped back through a couple of Falcons midfielders, trying to look there for the 4 of Perot. They've pushed Perot up a little bit, playing more in a swing midfield position. Fitzgerald over top of Perot. Kicked away again. That one came off the opposite 4. That's O'Connor. Again, a throw right in, and Martone heads this one away. Falcons have gained 20 yards just on throw-ins. Martone's going to head it out again. Up a little bit more goes Fitzgerald. That one's going to go off of a Falcons player, and the Skippers will have the ball. Falcons got almost all the way to the box. Booted by Martone. Looking for Bishop to go through. Bishop gets an overlap opportunity. Orlandi's going to line this one up right. NK scores. .8:20 left to go in regulation. And now the Falcons have work to do as the Skippers lead 1-0. Harper Cone. And it was just an overlap ball, a little too far, stayed just barely onside. And they were able to slot it off to the right-hand side of Orlandi. Van Gordon. Turned by Menendez. That one's kicked away. Pimentel against Auclair. Pimentel gets shoved down. They're going to call it. So right at midfield, Falcons are going to get the free kick. And a card issued to the Skippers. We're trying to see a jersey number on the Skippers player. And she'll have to sit until the next substitution, part of that new rule. Wide and out. Falcons to throw. Kicked away and down. Orlandi is going to come out. This one's not going to go to the box. She's just going to have to kick it away to the North Kingstown bench and out of play. Skippers throw and headed away, and they'll go again. Casey Chen down right in front of the Skippers bench. Now they're going to make the substitution. Falcons looking to pull this one away. Turned again for the 5 of Bishop, and she's stymied by Costa. Good ball for Pimentel if she can get to it. Kicked away by Auclair. Perot, check down throw. Kicked away by the Skippers. Back to midfield, finally will go out of play. Fitzgerald for the throw in. 5.5 remaining. They're going to hold Fitzgerald's throw for the substitution. Perot thought it was for her. Instead, 24 Emily Webb's going to go off. Van Gordon tried to go for Bishop. Costa's going to send that one up, looking for Cone. Taya Marcis. All the way forward. They put Stalia Biasi back on the opposite side. Looking for a little bit more speed. See if they can try to help Sarah Pimentel. Good overlap ball. Eau Claire was able to kick that one away as Perot was looking a little bit too long. Still inside the touchline on a good ball from Torres. And now a NK player in a spot of bother. And they're going to go ahead and stop the clock. 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 Injury. Oh, an NK player injured on the field. Skippers lead 1-0. We'll take the timeout. You're watching Rhode Island High School Girls Soccer on Fans Only Sports Network. We're back and underway here. 4:15 left to go in regulation or thereabouts. Official time is run by the referees on the field, not by us up here in the score box. And we continue on. Orlandi will scoop this one up. DiFilippo back there. Orlandi boots this one all the way through for Cone. Pimentel had that one get hit right to her face from Eau Claire. And they call Pimentel. Eau Claire kicked it right into Pimentel's face. They're going to call her for obstruction. Not entirely sure where that one's coming out of the rule book. We'll continue on. Falcons trying to pull this one down, looking for the outside for Biasi. It's going to bounce in front of her. And Martone will get a throw in. And a substitution. Turned by Van Gordon. Kicked away through center. Bounces right back up again. Pimentel had that one kicked into her, this time by Jacqueline Blair. Came down. And they continue to try to work the ball forward. And it's kicked all the way. This one's going to go just inside the box to allow Orlandi to be able to scoop it up. Good punt from Orlandi. He got it. Okay. And a free kick coming up for the Falcons, for the Skippers at midfield. On the offside is Falcons. We're going to try to fast break on just about any single ball. Fitzgerald's got to be really careful here. Fitzgerald gets run into by Van Gordon. Falcons ball as they carry through the middle. Bachner tried to send that one up forward. It's off of the Falcons and out of play for Skipper's ball. About a minute and a half left to go. Falcons trying to turn one off the skippers as Webb gets that one to deflect. DiFilippo. Long throw. Tober's going to try to shield that one as much as she can to the touchline. Goes out of play. Approaching 1 minute left. Off and right in front of the Cranston West bench. Falcons ball. DiFilippo's got to get up. Everybody's got to get up for the Falcons. DiFilippo tried to go in the middle. Eau Claire kicks that one all the way down the field. That's going to take a lot of time off the clock. It's going to come back for Orlandi. It's a back pass. She can't pick it up. Falcons have to punt this one out if they can. Instead, it's a turnover. And that's it. The referee calls it. It's game, and the Skippers end up with a 1-0 victory. The revenge game does not go the way of the Falcons. They wanted this one on their home field so bad after the Skippers came in during the playoffs last year and knocked them off. They come in during the regular season and knock them off instead. That'll do it for us here on Fans Only Sports Network. We thank you so much for tuning in. For all of us here at Fans Only Sports, we will hope that you have a great night, and we'll see you soon.